Good morning, people. My name is Stacey Leigh. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see or like what you hear, make sure that you push the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. And I forgot to turn the hose off my pool, and it's starting to overflow. So today, did I turn it off? I want to help to empower you and to create. How do you create the life that you want for yourself? 1 second. I overflowed the pool. How do you do that? Okay, so how do you create the life that you want? For those that know me or have known me, they know that my life has totally transformed. It's just not even the same. One of the biggest things that I learned, so I'm gonna tell my dog to stop first. Hang on. Ollie! Hey! Want a treat? Brad, want a treat? Come on. First thing is you need to be positive. Plain and simple. If you're not positive or you don't think positive, you might as well forget it because you already have resistance up. And when I talk about positive, it's like this here, automatically. So right now, trying to buy a house, here you go, here. Trying to buy a house, and there are a lot of things, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening. Automatically my brain wants to go to, well, what happens if this happens? Or what if we don't get it? What if, negative. And you really have to be conscious of how you think. You really do have to be conscious of how you think, because we are so robotic. Like we've been doing things for so long, we don't even think about it. So example, you get up in the morning, you have your coffee, you take your shower, you might wash your hair, you jump in your car, you stop off at Tim Hortons or you stop off at Wawa's. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to think about it, you do it. And so I call that like you're like sleeping. You're not even thinking about what you're doing. You're just so used to doing it, you do it. It's the same thing with the negative thoughts. You're so used to thinking negative that you never think of the positive. So that's the first thing, is you really have to, and it's hard. It is really, really hard to think positive. Another thing that I really learned is that, and we hear it all the time, other people's opinions of you doesn't matter, but unfortunately it does for some of us, and it affects our lives. But the truth is you have to learn to block that out. So I don't know who you're hanging around with, or who the company you keep, but you really need to look around who you hang around with. That changed a lot for me. It's terrible to say, but people don't want to see you do well. It's like they say they want you to do well, but then when you do well, all of a sudden, you're, when's enough? You're all about material things, blah, blah, blah. So, you really have to block that out. It's really important how you feel. It's the number one thing, how you feel. You need to, and it's not that I wake up every day and I feel absolutely wonderful and things like that. That's not true, and definitely my life is not perfect, but these just little things is I'm really careful about how I think. When negative thoughts come in my head, usually I will put a video on that's positive, or I will, go for a bike ride, and I'll start writing things down in my gratitude journal, and then I'll start seeing things that I'm really thankful for. So it kind of takes me out of that mindset. So those are just a few things that that you need to know, that you need to learn, and it seems easy, but it's really hard because I struggle with it every day. The negative thinking, but people in particular, there's a lot of really good people out there too. So I'm not talking about I'm talking about people that every time you want to try something in your life, they're like, I don't know about that. I'd be careful. I wouldn't do that. Look at, if you have a thought and you want to do something, you really want to do it, just try it. Do it. If it fails, it fails. Try again. I mean, it's not, I'm going to say it's not the end of the world, but it really is the end of the world because we're not here for a really long time and you're wasting time. This dog. So, you're more powerful than you think. You really are. And there really isn't anything that you can't do. You have to try to live in this moment. Don't live in the past. I did that for the longest time, a victim of everything, you know, and that's where I stayed. You have to try to live in this moment at this time right now. You know what I mean? And just surround yourself around amazing people, people that have more than you, that are smarter than you so that you can learn. Do you know what I mean? Like I surrounded myself around people that had more and that really want to see me do well. And I'll tell you, that's everything. When somebody wants to see you do well, it's, you know, it makes a big difference. So those are a few little things that you can kind of look at, and I'll elaborate on them more. But you are, I'm telling you, you are the creator of your own life. Nobody else. So the way your life is right now is because of you. Don't blame anybody else. You can't. I understand that things happened in the past and you're saying to yourself, well, I'm this way because this happened and this happened. But right now, you're in control of it. So don't think that you're in a dead-end job that you can't leave because you have to pay bills and all that. You know, start thinking positive. Start daydreaming. Start picturing in your mind what you want for yourself. So that's the chit chat of the day. I'm going to have my oats and blueberries. My daughter's not feeling well. She's really, really sick. So I have to take my fur baby for a walk today. Anyways, take care. You can do anything, I'm telling you, you put your mind to. I promise you. And I'm going to share my next step, what I'm doing, and it's exciting. It's scary, it's the unknown, but I'd rather be going in the unknown than living in the past and feeling the bad guilt and the not feeling good and being miserable. I'd rather say, you know what, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna live in the present moment right now. I'm not gonna keep going to my past. I'm living right for today. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe. I have a hard time saying that word. Subscribe. Okay. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.